Welcome to Sunday Gospel Reflections brought to you by the Daughters of St. Paul. Our reflections are taken from the book Celebrating the Word ESC, written by Fernando Amelini and published by Pauline's Publications Africa.
First Sunday of Advent. Theme: Raise your heads, your liberation is close at hand. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. At that time, Jesus said to his disciples, "There will be signs in sun and moon and stars, and upon the earth distress of nations in perplexity, at the roaring of the sea and the waves. Men fainting with fear and with foreboding for what is coming on the world. For the powers of the heavens will be shaken, and then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now, when these things begin to take place, look up and raise your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. But take heed to yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness and cares of this life, and that day come upon you suddenly like a snare. For it will come upon all who dwell upon the face of the whole earth. But watch at all times, praying to have strength to escape all these things that will take place, and to stand before the Son of Man." The Gospel of the Lord. The pagans used the word Advent to mean the coming of their God. Applying this coming of God into the world, Christians used this term to identify specifically the period of time set aside to prepare for this period. The Gospel speaks of a new world born from the ruins of the old and tells us how we should live as we await the full manifestation of this new world. It mentions the sun, the moon, the stars, images that appear on the first book of the Bible. The forces that keep order in the universe will be upset, and the universe will revert to what it was before creation. But just when everything seems to be in total confusion, the Son of Man will appear and draw a new world out of the chaos. These words are a proclamation of hope and joy. With the coming of Christ, the world which was once dominated by wickedness has begun to crumble, and a new one has begun to be born. Let us not lose heart even when oppressed by grief, abandonment, going through loss, and so on. We are exhorted to be vigilant and pray. True prayer brings us closer to God, and what leads to God cannot separate us from others. By telling us to be vigilant, Jesus asks us to see the needs of our brothers and sisters. Jesus, Divine Master, you encourage us not to lose heart when we face grief, abandonment, and loss. May we remain vigilant in prayer so as to grow closer to God and be attentive to the needs of others. Amen.